Hello and welcome back to another Computer Sluggish Plus video, and welcome to Pirate Cove. Today we are going to be playing a bit of Planet Coaster, and as you can see I am on the Pirate Cove in the campaign. Currently at the minute, with this message up, we're getting a nice 50 frames per second on our GTX 960. We're getting we're using about 6 gig of RAM, or get my words out now. Yeah, we're using about 6 gig of RAM on my Corsair Vengeance DDR3, and we got 16 gig of that. In this machine, we got an i7-2600K running at the standard clock speed. You can see all the system specs in the description below. I'm just going to go ahead and press continue now. Currently at the minute, with the graphic settings that we do have on, the game looks awesome. I really do love how Planet Coaster looks. It just looks wicked. I mean, look at those graphics. They look absolutely stunning. Yeah, I love it. I must admit, I've only just got this game. I brought it in the Steam sale yesterday, which means I've not actually got to play it properly yet. But from what I have seen, I mean, you know, look at that. It's just, there is so much detail that's been put into this game. And just down here in the top left hand corner, as you can see, we're getting 72 frames per second. Obviously, there's not a lot here for the graphics card to draw or do, but, you know, 77 frames per second, that's awesome, that's nice. I'm going to go ahead now and hit escape and go on settings, and we're just going to look at what graphics settings we have. I have not adjusted or touched any of these graphics settings. They are all, you know, how they were when I just installed the game. They've not been adjusted at all. Starting from the top, as you can see, our adapter, we've got our GTX 960. Our display, I've got my BenQ, and the resolution at the minute, it's only running in 1280 by 720. That's a little disappointing. I thought it'd be up at 19, whatever it is, I can't remember now off the top of my head. I think it's like 1920, I guess, maybe, by like 1280, or something like that. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments below. Here we go. I'll be able to do it now anyway. Let's scroll all the way down. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. I wasn't far off, was I? Let's just select that now. I've got full screen on. We've got the max refresh rate. I'm going to go ahead now and hit apply and see if that frames per second in the top left hand corner changes. And go confirm. Let's just go back down here and see if it's any different. Yeah, as you can see, we are actually only now getting 65 frames per second, rather than just a minute ago we were getting 77 frames per second, which is normal. You up your resolution, you decrease your frames per second, as there's a lot more screen that needs to be, you know, drawn and so. Right, now to the decent fun stuff. Let's actually zoom in on something like a tree, or tell you what, down here was a good example actually, and we can see just how much difference. Oh, what's going on now? There we go. We can just actually see how much difference the... Oh, it's going really glitchy for a second there because I'm messing around with the scrolling. There we go. We can actually see how much difference the quality is going to change. We're actually getting 70 frames per second now that we're down there. Anyway, let's hit escape and look at the coins and the barrels and so, and see just what difference it makes. We're currently on medium, and I'm going to change it to ultra. Let's just make sure everything else is on the max, as I don't like to cheat. As you can see here, the ambient, I've selected ultra, but it's actually put it on high. We want that on ultra. Don't mess me about. Yeah, let's turn that up as well, the multi-sample. Let's see what else. Lens flare, high, bloom on, depth of field off, background, atmospherics, ultra, high, very high. I don't know why games do this. You select ultra and it never chooses the max. Right, here we go. FPS at the minute, 67, 60. Let's go. Apply. Wow. Okay, you can actually see the difference in that. It looks nice. But straight away, as you can see, our frames per second just died on us. And yeah, not good. But it's still, wow, it's just dropped to 25 frames per second. Okay, that's not what you want in a game, to be honest. I mean, a game like this, though, it's not actually too bad, as you're not really doing anything too quick, if that makes sense. You're not running around with a machine gun having to kill someone before they kill you. Let's just see if we can jump onto a roller coaster. Is that actually a roller coaster, or is that not finished? That does not look finished to me. I'm going to hit the test button anyway and see what happens. It might surprise me. It might go like down or something, but I reckon it's just going to fly off the edge. Yeah, it's just flying off the edge. Yep, there it goes. Bang. Poof. It's like fairy dust. Do we actually have any rides in this park? I don't think we do. No, we don't. I mean, the detail, though, that's gone into this game is just wicked. I love it, I must admit. But there you have it. Running Ultra on a GTX 960. We're getting about 25 frames per second, which not a lot of people like. They're like, hell no, I will stick to my nice 60 or 100 frames per second. But back in the day, we used to have to put up with this. Well, I did anyway. Used to have to put up with playing games with 20 frames per second and lagging out like crazy. But to be honest, it's not really lagging out. I'm scrolling in and out right now, and there's not really a delay on it. It's just, you know, it's just what it is. I hope you enjoyed this little video on Planet Coaster. If you did, smash that like button below and subscribe for more Computer Sluggish Plus videos.